Good morning, everyone. This is Morning with Jesus for November the 12th, 2015. And these are the wonderful calls that DC Love and I am Barbara, Amazing Grace Reynolds, have to bring you the words and the love and the spirit that Jesus wants to share with you. So get your cup of coffee or your cup of tea or your glass of water or whatever it is that you like to start your day with. Sit back and relax and listen to the messages that Jesus wants you to hear today. So we will start with introducing ourselves. So DC, why don't you tell them who you are?
Okay, lately I've been trying to remember who I am. It's been kind of crazy. Hi, everybody. This is DC. I was born with psychic and mediumship abilities. I channel. I'm a healer and empath. I've communicated with my loved ones who have crossed over. I communicate with the angels, the ascended masters, and recently my life has been really crazy because I've been connecting with celebrities on the other side as well. I've been to heaven a few times. I've channeled beautiful healing messages from Jesus. I have a background in law enforcement. I've studied the martial arts. I'm a Reiki master as well as a teacher. I'm certified with the American Federation of Certified Mediums. I've hung up my 357, and now love is my revolver. So my purpose this time around is to help people in a loving way. Love is what I am. It's what I do. It's what I listen to. Everyone, good morning. This is DC Love.
Wonderful. And I am Barbara. That's who I am. Okay, I am Barbara, Amazing Grace Reynolds, and I am an empowerment and freedom coach. And I teach people how to clear out the old beliefs that were holding them back and to create a new life and to step into that life and live that life and love that life and to really fully embrace being alive. And I am also a conscious channel, which means that I allow divine beings to flow through me so that they can get their messages to you. So when I am speaking as if Jesus, it is actually the energy of Jesus that is talking to you because I'm not coming up with this stuff. And if you want to know more about either me or DC, you can go to divinelyguidedhealing.com. Click on the tab that says Morning with Jesus. And if you go to the bottom of that page, there's a picture of DC and a picture of me, and underneath them they say Learn More. And if you click on the Learn More, you'll go to places where you can learn more. And we are so delighted to bring you this love, this knowledge, this connection, so that you can start expanding and evolving and exploring your own life and what it is you really want to create. Okay, so DC, do you have your message?
I do. You know what? I posted our show on my page on Facebook, and I found these two little beautiful things. The first one, it says, Jesus is my superhero. So I posted that, with our show. And then the other one was like a cute little message. If God answers your prayers, he is increasing your faith. If God delays, he is increasing your patience. And if God doesn't answer, he has something better for you. So I thought those were like cute little things to remind us, little reminders.
Yeah,
but the message that I have, the other day when we connected and we had our show, I had a message from John Lennon, and in the background, Elvis was here with me for a few days. So he finally, he wanted to say hello, and he had a message for everybody. So the king did return. He brought us a message, and here's how it went. I heard, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, now go, cat, go. And he's saying, hold on, I have to put on my blue suede shoes. And then I heard, I've never realized that growing up that we were poor. I was an only child, although I did have a twin brother who was stillborn. We may not have money, but I always had food, clothes, and shoes. My mother took care of me in a way. She also shielded me from the harsh reality of our existence. My father had a hard time keeping a job. He wasn't educated, spent some time in jail. I came from very humble beginnings. We lived in a 2-room house. And he says, please don't judge others or criticize what you do not understand. Try walking a mile in someone's shoes first. To judge a person by their weakest attribute is like judging the power of the ocean by one wave. One of the blessings in my life, besides having a wonderful mother, Elvis was saying, was going to church. It was there that I fell in love with singing and learned to sing. The amazing sound of gospel music really had a great impact on me. I believe in the Bible and that all good comes from God. I would never have been able to sing like that if God was not with me. I thank Him for my gifts. As a child, I wanted a bicycle, but my mother, being the wise woman that she was, talked me into getting a guitar instead. She and my uncle, and pastor, they helped me to become the king of rock and roll. I learned how to play the guitar by receiving basic guitar lessons, but I always knew something was going to happen. I never would have dreamed that it would have been that big. Destiny was guiding me from an early age. And he's saying, live each day as if it were your last. It's written in the stars, your destiny is cast. As I grew older, life seemed somewhat harder. I was shy. I kept to myself. I was often teased and bullied. I was called a trashy kid. I went through people's garbage to see if there's anything that we could use. We lived in rooming houses, finally being able to have an apartment. It wasn't until my later high school years that I started to overcome my shyness. I became an usher at a theater, which helped out our family income. I started to become the Elvis that you know. I wasn't popular. I was a kid who flunked music, but I had ambition. I grew out my sideburns. I started styling my hair and started wearing clothes that really got people to notice me. I also overcame my shyness about performing for others. I was starting to feel comfortable in my own skin, and one day I sang on stage and everything changed. My life changed for the better. When things go wrong, don't go wrong with them. Hold on to your dreams. Ambition is a dream with a V8 engine. Everybody needs hope and feeling that they belong. If you have an opportunity to say some kind words that will help someone, do it. Everyone needs encouragement now and then. Moving forward, I became Elvis Presley, the king. History was made. I became a legend. But the most important lessons that I always took on my journey were humility and kindness and a sense of humor. My life may have started out like a bridge over troubled water. At times I felt like it was too much to bear, but Mama was a hard-headed woman who stayed strong while Daddy was doing the jailhouse rock. Remember, it's now or never. I'll be with you, sending you a big hunk of love. I'll be your good luck charm. If I can dream, so can you. And remember, it's not how much you have to give that makes people look up at you. It's who you are. Don't be a hound dog hanging out at the Heartbreak Hotel. A little less conversation. Just remember how great thou art. Follow your dreams. Don't forget to smile. Remember, we only pass through this life once, and you don't come back for an encore. Until we meet again, may God bless you as He has blessed me. I can't help falling in love with you, Elvis Presley.
Wow. There's a lot of good stuff in there. I just love it when you get these messages from unexpected places, and they still have that message of, loving yourself and setting your goals and allowing yourself to achieve what it is that you really want to achieve in your life. And it's just so good to hear that.
And it seems like, Barbara, like from the messages that I've been getting, like they always have the same message of love. And people don't understand, when someone goes, they pass to the other side and everything, they have a different perspective. Because I'll have people say, I don't want to talk to them. They were such bad people, while they were here. But they don't understand, when they, do go to the other side, they see things clearly and they understand, how they affected people.
Yes, that's very true. I get that, too, when I'm talking with someone on the other side, and the person that I was asking me questions about, the one who's passed over, and they'll be asking questions that the person would have answered differently while they were in the physical. And sometimes people have a hard time with that, and they're like, well, when he was alive, he was mean and he was stingy and he was hateful. And Now you're telling me he's saying, go ahead, do whatever you want to do. It's your life. Enjoy it. I can't accept that, you know.
Oh, I know. I myself helped a lady that we connected, and I don't think like it was, by accident. It was a God incident. And her mother had passed, and they had a terrible relationship. But we connected, and I helped her connect with her mother, and they healed that relationship. Now they have a beautiful relationship. And I just think that's so amazing.
Yes, it just goes to show that even
I do have like another little
past, we can heal the relationship. Okay, so what's your second message?
She kept coming in and everything, and the one time we were doing a meditation, and I'm like, at the end I'm like, oh my gosh, like I have this terrible, like some grumbling, and in my ears I said, somebody's stomach is like growling so bad I could hardly concentrate, and she burst out laughing. She said, that's my mother. She would always do that. Her stomach would do that all the time, And then she just did like different things to let her daughter know that it was really her with us. And finally, like I said, now they have like this beautiful relationship where her mother is guiding her and helping her, through her life. And she let go of all the anger.
That's good. That's wonderful.
It is. But I do have like another little message if you'd like to hear that.
Sure.
Okay, it's about love. Love and fear are the two most powerful human emotions. Love has no room for fear. There is no fear in love. Which do you choose? The choice is up to you. Every day we are given many opportunities to live a life based upon love or fear. When we choose to live in love, we truly discover who we are and who we can become. A life based upon love is filled with peace, joy, and harmony. When you are truly living a life based upon love, you are living your desired life, enjoying each moment of every day. You find your inner purpose. Love doesn't try to control you. Love is unconditional. Love is enlightenment. A life based upon love will take you beyond yourself. It is the highest form of expression. Love makes life worth living. There are no boundaries with love. Love is the most important emotion. Love casts out fear. When we don't truly live in love, we are afraid of so many things. We are afraid and sometimes even physically ill. We fear so many situations. Instead of living in love, we live in a fear of lack, the fear of not having enough. We must remember there is no fear in love. Love casts out fear. There are no expectations, demands, or worries. When our heart and soul are filled with love, there is no room for fear. Our love is real. Only love is real. Love is what we are born with. Fear is what we've learned. We have to unlearn fear and accept love back into our hearts. Love is the reason we are here. We are here to love one another, to love and be loved. It is simple but yet complex. Always choose love. It is a choice that you must make for yourself. Love is not always easy, but it is a choice that shows who you truly are. Life is a series of choices. Every event in our life gives us an opportunity to choose love over fear. The greatest of these is love. Nothing matters without love. Love is the solution. Always choose love. Love is all there is. Love is the beginning, and love is the end. And that was my other little message.
Well, that's just wonderful. And that really is the truth. Although we fight really hard not to see the truth a lot of times.
Yeah.
But that's okay. The truth is still there. It's still waiting for us. So if you're ready to embrace love, then you can embrace love. And if you want to stay in fear, then by all means, stay there. Enjoy it. Relish it. Just wallow in it so that you can get it all out of your system and realize that you really do deserve better. And sometimes it takes us a while to accept that realization. Well, I wonder what they want us to talk about now. You know, we plan so much in our lives. And yesterday I had my day planned. You know, I knew exactly what I even put the stuff on my calendar That's how planned it was. It was written down. And half of it I didn't do. Things just happened that
Yes.
screwed up my plans.
I've had that happen.
Yeah. And I don't get upset about that anymore. I just stay in the flow of where I need to be because I realize that I am open to having things happen in whatever way is for my highest good. And so the plans that I create in my own mind are not always for my highest good. And when I'm in something and it's for my highest good, I just stay in that. I don't have to do what I plan. And I had my day planned out, and someone called and wanted to know if I wanted to go to dinner. Well, I had plans. I really did. And so I told the person I had plans, and they said, okay, well, then we won't do it. And as soon as they said that, I knew that I was supposed to go to dinner. So I told them, no, I'll go to dinner. And they were like, but you have plans. I said, that's okay. I'm going to dinner. And it's funny because like an hour before I was supposed to go to dinner, I got an email from the person that I had planned to talk to saying that they couldn't do it. So
Wow.
I didn't even have to cancel anything to make everything work out perfectly because I was supposed to go to dinner. And so I listened to my guidance and everything went fine. And the whole day was like that. It was all lots of unexpected opportunities and things that allowed me to take a closer look at myself. I had planned to post an email about today's show yesterday on Facebook, and that never happened. I never actually got to Facebook.
Oh, I posted it.
Well, see, that's wonderful. See, I didn't really need to do it. You did. Yeah.
Yes, Angel said there and post, and I did.
See, everything works for our highest good.
It does,
so we
Barbara.
Don't need to plan.
You don't have to plan at all, no. And that happened to me. It was actually like in the summer that I had this big day planned myself. And I was so excited. I got up early. I was, getting ready for this big day. And I was like, oh, my gosh. The message that I got from Spirit was we don't always get what we want. Because I wanted to, do this, get together with a friend and go here, go there. And that's the message that I received. But it ended up where I didn't realize that the day that I, planned out wouldn't have been as beautiful as the day that I had received.
That's the wonderful thing about it. We always get something better than what we expect.
Do. Well, you know what? My day went in like a totally different direction. I wouldn't even have known,
Mm-hmm.
And it was a blessing because for me, I got to help a woman. And this woman was really in a bad state. She said she was going to lose everything. She was going to lose her house. She couldn't work because she just, she was like in such a state that she couldn't even leave her house. Every time she would leave the house, she'd get a panic attack.
Mm-hmm.
She had lost the love of her life. She lost a lot of her family. And then each day she thought about ending her own life. She had no money, to go for medical help. She didn't have any kind of insurance. And she said she prayed, I need a miracle. She had been praying a lot to God and to the angels to help her. And, we then connected, and I said, well, God, heard your prayers, and that's why we connected. And I taught her like a couple breathing exercises, and I did some Reiki on her. And then a few minutes after that, she actually started to cry and shake, and she said she felt, the divine presence with her, as well as the angels surrounding her. And, I brought in the angels. She had some guidance. She felt so calm. She was reassured that, the divine was there. There was divine intervention. She was feeling better. She thanked me, and she said, you're a godsend. And I just said, I'm just a vessel. I was thankful to be able to help her,
Mm-hmm.
And the message I got, was even though, the day, had been filled with, difficulty, we can't always get what we want, but we always get what we need. So I understood at that moment, my day just playing around and having fun was not as important as helping this beautiful woman. She needed my assistance at that time.
Right.
And then I told a friend, like, I can't go with you because all this stuff is going on. And she referred to that as bumps in the road,
Mhm.
And I said, well, I felt like at the end of the day that my bumps in the road actually turned into like beautiful blessings.
Yes.
So my day was filled with love, it was filled with laughter, and a couple bumps in the road and a few blessings.
Wonderful. Sometimes we get caught up in that poor me kind of mentality. And that's what I was
Yeah.
getting while you were talking. And it's not that you were doing a poor me, but sometimes we look at our lives and we look at the situations and the circumstances, and we just completely and totally go into that poor me. Why is this happening to me? Why am I being cursed with this? Why doesn't my life ever change? Poor me, poor me, poor me. And when we're in that mentality, we don't see anything else. We don't see any gifts that are being given to us. We don't see the signpost which is pointing to the way out. We don't see anything because we're too busy saying the poor me, and we've usually got our eyes closed because we think, okay, this is where I am. I'm stuck in this huge puddle of poor me, and there is no way out. And in reality, you're getting all of these lifelines. You are always getting lifelines. You are always getting assistance. You are always getting what you need, but you don't always allow yourself to see it. And when you stop being the poor me and start opening up to the possibilities in life, which can be incredibly difficult for some people, because they really, 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 really have convinced themselves that they are poor me. And stepping out of that is like the hardest thing in the world for them. But when you take the first step, it gets easier. And eventually you'll be able to look back and see that, yeah, you climbed out of the poor me puddle, and yeah, your life is better. So you really didn't need to stay there, but it's okay that you did, because there's no judgment. You're just being whomever you're being, and there's nothing else to it.
Yeah, sometimes we just, like I said, I was a little upset myself at first, because I really had this day planned. I waited for a while to have it, but when I understood, like, what I, was there to do, I mean, I felt so much more blessed to really help someone. It was just such a beautiful feeling.
Well, that's good. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's nice when we can enjoy our blessings. It just makes everything feel so much better.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, I think Jesus is ready to talk to us now. Okay, so here is a message from Jesus. Beloved ones, you are so much more than you know. Sometimes we are amazed at the way that you really do see yourselves, the limitations that you place on yourself. We are amazed at the number of you who really have no goals. Nothing in life that you really want to achieve. Nothing that you are working towards. You're not looking past this moment. In fact, so many of you are looking back all of the time and then wondering why your life isn't going anywhere. How can it? You keep looking back. When you're looking back, you are not creating what is ahead. You are simply reliving what has already been. We encourage you to really tap into your wisdom, your hearts, your intuition, your guidance, whatever name you want to give it, to gain an understanding of what it is you came here to do. Because each and every one of you had something in mind before you were born. You had something you wanted to achieve. You wanted to create. You wanted to experience. None of you were born with a completely blank mind and no place to go. So don't act like you have to stay that way. That's something you've created. Let yourself out of it. Notice what it is you really love, what it is you love doing, what it is that really makes your heart sing when you're doing it. And bring more of that into your life. And we want you to be clear about whether this desire is coming from your heart or from your head. Those are two completely different places. And when you are following your head, it usually creates problems because it's not for your highest good. Your mind is a beautiful thing, but it was created to observe, to take in everything that was going on in your life. It was not created to solve your problems. Your heart is there for that. Your heart has a wisdom that your mind could never even understand. So when you are looking at your life and how it is being and what you want to create, tap into that wisdom from your heart. Set your goals based on that wisdom from your heart. And remember that you are the one creating the path that is going to lead to your destination. And some of you create paths that are filled with boulders and sharp-edged rocks and things that are going to cut your feet and your hands, and you're going to have to climb and struggle. And that's the path you are creating. You can also create a path that is beautiful, that is soft and easy, filled with trees and shade and birds and singing and sunshine and all of the wonderful things in life. So again, remember, you are more powerful than you've ever been taught that you are. You are more powerful than you've ever believed that you were. And when you start tapping into the truth from your heart, you can create a life that would be anything you desire. Everything that I was able to do, you are also able to do. Your connection with the Father is just as strong, just as wide, just as durable as my creation. So allow yourselves to be who you truly are. Stop living small. Stop thinking small. Stop creating small. Open up and allow. Each of you has your own team of divine beings who assist you, your guardian angels, your guides, those who've passed over, and also many, many angels who are ready to work with you. Most of you don't ever take advantage of your teams. You don't ever ask them anything. You don't ever accept their help. You get into that mindset that says it's just you against the world, and there's nothing and no one to assist you. And that just isn't true. Your connection with God, with the Father, with all of us, is eternal. So are you. So don't limit yourself to thinking that you are just this one little person, this one little physical body, and that there's nothing you can do. Start understanding you, the truth of you, the magnificence of you, the power of you, and let go of those things that no longer serve you. This is your life. This is what you decided you wanted to experience. Gain that deeper understanding of why you chose to be alive, and allow yourself to be of service in that way that you have already chosen. We love you. We want you to be happy. We know that you deserve it. We know that you deserve everything your heart desires. We ask that you accept that you deserve it. You are wonderful, and you are loved. Be well. Choose what it is you really want to create. We are with you. Okay.
Oh, that was beautiful, Barbara. Thank you so much.
Now my head feels like it's 6 feet up in the air. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness, but so beautiful. That was amazing.
Well, I'm pretty much done for today. How about you?
I am. I want to say thank you to everybody, for taking the time and joining us. I mean, we really love them, right? And we appreciate them. And Jesus is happy that we're all together like this. This is so beautiful.
Yes, it is. And remember, if you guys have any questions, you can email them to us, and we will deal with whatever we need to deal with. And we will be back next Tuesday morning. So we hope you have a wonderful weekend, and that you do start tapping into your heart and creating the life that you truly know that you came to live. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a wonderful day.
Bye. We love you.